I mean, you guys coming off a huge victory against a really good team, handing them their first road regulation loss. And it was a real good weekend for your team, and obviously the preceding one as well, going into Laval and taking both those games. What is the confidence level of this hockey club right now?
Yeah, it's growing. Those are two really good teams the last 2 weekends that we were tasked to play against, and we showed well. We can feel the group in there kind of galvanizing and figuring out how we need to play. So, we're coming together, and it's fun to watch.
We were just talking to Phil, and one of the things he said, I mean, he's obviously won a Calder Cup last year with Abbotsford, so he knows what it takes to see a group get to that next level. And he says he's seeing with this group what he's starting to see with this group, what he saw with his group last year, which is a team that's kind of figuring out what it takes to win. So for you, a guy who's been here for a long time, what does that mean for you to kind of hear that from a guy who's been there already?
Yeah, I mean, Phil's the prime example. He's a perfect example. He's been there. He's done that. For him to say something like that, it is cool. We haven't made too many pushes here deep in playoffs late, but it's kind of a shift of mindset that we want to accomplish something with this group, and we want to come together. It starts in the room. It starts wanting to play for each other, and then that extends onto the ice, learning how to play in close games. I mean, the last 3-4 games have been tight hockey games all the way to the end, and figuring that out, kind of like Phil said. So we're just going to keep trying to build off this and keep moving forward.
What can you say about your goaltenders, too, as of late? I mean, obviously you can't win games without good goaltending, good defense, but Tommy and Millie seem to have just been – or Tommy and Dom have seemed to have been figuring it out. Just what can you say about those two guys as of late in their performances?
Yeah, incredible. We got a lot of faith in those two guys back there. They come in, it's a hockey game.
Yeah.
No, we're not perfect as a team, and when we need to stop, they're there. We got a lot of confidence in those guys. I'm always the goalie's number one fan, so it's cool to see for them too.
Are you see again? It's easy. You guys have been playing well, but it seems to be this is the most consistent you've been. And again, these are the two of the top teams in the AHL that you took 3 out of 4 of. So are you seeing something, Ty, that you're noticing, or is it just this is a culmination of what you guys have been doing all year, and now you're just putting it together a little more consistently?
Yeah, that's the goal of professional hockey, is to be consistent. We've shown in flashes throughout the year, what we're capable of. But to string it together for, 2, 3, 4, weeks in a row and build off that momentum and always seem to find another level and another gear, that's ultimately what you're trying to do. And that starts individually within players, When you have team success, you have individual success. So when we're winning these games and we're in these tight hockey games, guys are pulling on the same rope. Individually, you start to climb too, and that gives you confidence. And then the team has more confidence. So we're firing on all cylinders right now, and our goal, what we're stressing, is to maintain it, is to keep it, is to keep finding new levels, not get complacent, and that's what we're going to do here.
In terms of the benefit of speaking of consistency of partnership, in terms of it seems like you and Ashton have had a real good duo, but just in terms of being able to play with the same guy game in, game out. Not that you don't change occasionally, but what does that mean for you to be able to kind of have that opportunity?
Yeah, good. I've known so that's a long time. We train together in the summers. We've played together here for all 4 years, in pieces at times and some stretches here and there. But we seem to be together right now, and we're building that chemistry. It's like anything. It's like a forward line. It's like a power play unit. Anything. The longer you are together, the more chemistry you kind of build. So we're communicating a lot. We're embracing our role as wanting to be shutdown guys and contribute to the game by being hard and steady. And we want to just keep reading off each other and giving each other confidence and supporting each other on the ice.
Not related to the Moose so much, but a guy who was here for a long time and made his NHL debut this week. What does it mean for you to see Simon Lundmark play his first NHL? I mean, you may not have seen the game, but for him to know that he made his NHL debut.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's what we're all going for, right? We're all going for that dream. I played with Lundy for 3 years. To see him finally, break through and get a shot in the NHL and do well is it's exciting. Not only for him, but it gives kind of players around you and even yourself a little bit of confidence too that you put in your time and maybe it'll be on the horizon. So kudos to Lundy and I wish him all the best.